today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Holding at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Off-play action. Jones steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Fournette on the carry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now Roethlisberger on first down, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
7-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll get this one to Pittman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep Start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top. Take it deep. And now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go. 30.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Patriots nothing.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen to them.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Leonard Fournette. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Patriot first down.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his target, Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Darqueze Dennard there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this and the 5. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 44-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Jones on 3rd down, looking deep for Gabriel. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 52 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker.
That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, New England.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens matching up against the LA Chargers.
You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go.
Justin Tucker set to
Win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Well, he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Fournette. They get 14 back, but it leads now to 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Fournette, a first down carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. Room to run inside the 40. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Alex Okafor.
In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
4 yards.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Goodwin, 33 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This pass complete to Higgins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, New England.
Now Chubb. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Nick Chubb, the ball
At
carrier.
the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Marquez Denard brought him down. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
21. Patriots 13.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back. Hopefully, a takeaway.
And they get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Good one, able to haul it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And Fournette with a 1st down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 38. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Fournette on the toss to the right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete to Latavius Murray.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look down, look a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.